What is up, YouTube? This is Noli from the Noli version. Today we got in some silver from APMEX. We placed an order earlier this week. We got it today, Friday, May 9th, 2025. Silver is currently at this price. However, it wasn't when I bought this. You know, as I've been saying, it's been coiling in that 30-32 range. Here and there, we've seen it at 34. The highest we've seen it so far this year was 35 for like a quick second. Still got that gold to silver ratio at 100-1 right now. You know, it is what it is. So we stack what we can stack. And today we picked up a little bit of mix. So we got some bullion. We got some constitutional. We got a silver dollar or two in here. So let's get to it. We're going to get to the reveal, and I don't have any information to share with you guys. I was actually trying to look up an article while I was on the toilet that I could share with you, but my phone was having issues loading. So then I went out, picked up the package out of my mailbox, and decided to get right to the video. So nothing new to share with you guys. I'm actually going to dump this all out, get everything out of its wrapping or packaging on the inside, and then we'll get to the reveal. So give me 1 sec. And we're going to get right to it. Alright. So we'll start off first with the constitutional. I like doing that first. Here we got $1 face value of some rosy dimes, some silver rosies. Oh, give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. So I actually wanted to give an honorable mention to a find. It's hard to see, but that does say 1964. Maybe I could zoom in or pan in on the video through editing. But found that in a register, swapped it out for a regular dime. I love doing that. That is what I call free silver, or silver at face value. So nice to have another silver dime there. But even before we found that dime, which is funny, give me a second. I thought I dropped one of these dimes and I had to look for it, but I counted it first. There's all 10 here, so we're gonna go ahead and go through them. Let's see what years we got. 1964 Philly Mint. Watch these all be the same, which would be whatever. You know, again, I'm more of a stacker than a collector. 1964. I can't read that. Call it a Philly Mint. $1948. San Francisco Mint, actually. Yep, both of these are San Francisco Mint. Hard to see that S. 1952. I want to say Philly Mint. Looks like a P to me. 1942, 48. Philly Mint. 1963 Philly Mint. Not bad condition. You know, I always heard usually find the rosies in better conditions. It's kind of why I order them. I do understand now, if you're not familiar, these are easy to overlook in your change because we still make Roosevelt dimes, and there's really no difference aside from the silver content and the years that you're looking for when looking at them. Now, if you got a keen eye, or you know what to be looking at, or the difference in color between silver and copper nickel, you should be able to spot it out. But, you know, not everyone's eye is that fine. 1964 Philly. Last but not least, 1964 Philly. There's $1 in rosies, $1.10, including the fine from earlier this week. But most people will prefer to stack Mercuries because they have the most silver and the most history. Well, no, let me take a step back. They have the most history for the amount of silver that they contain, or the most silver for the amount of history that they contain. I don't know. I think I said that backwards, but if you understand, you understand. If you don't, I'm sorry. But, you know, these are commonly confused with regular dimes, overlooked. That's why people don't stack or collect them as much. But when you think about it, they're not as worn as Mercuries, so they will essentially have the most silver per coin. But can be mistaken for a regular dime, and you know, that's why Mercuries and barbers are a bit more popular. More popular. I don't want to say a bit. So moving forward with some average circulated constitutional, because I kind of did something again, but we got some barber halves here. Look at that, 1912, 1910. I think the last time I did this, I got a 1912 and a 1902 or something like that. So, San Francisco mint, Philly mint. This one looking a little bit better than this one here, of course, because it's 2 years younger. But you know, the 2 years of difference between these coins, the 2 year difference between these coins, look at that. 2 years younger, 2 years older. In 2 years, this one has seen way more strippers than this one. Nah, I'm just joking. Just joking. Or am I? I don't know. What did they throw at them back in the day? Was it coins? I know we had cash, but I'm sure somebody had fun with the coins. That sounds mean. Is that too mean to say? Having fun with the coins when you know what I'm talking about? So moving forward, again, APMEX is kind of having these at a good price, and they don't have a selection, or they haven't when I placed this order, a dollar selection of face value in silver, or 90% silver quarters. Here, give me 1 sec. So on APMEX, when I was shopping, they didn't have any dollar face value Washington quarters, which is kind of what I wanted. I think they had one for Standing Liberty and some for Barber, but I kind of just wanted Washington quarters. You know what I mean? Like, it was the same thing with the Rosy dimes. Like, I kind of just wanted more modern for the sake of it, for me. And then later on, get the older quarters again. But they didn't have any. But what they did have was dollar face value for 90% silver proof. So why not go ahead and get these premium quality silver coins for the same price I basically got these silver dimes at, with maybe a little bit of a difference. I could post the price on the screen there. But moving forward, we got a Washington State quarter. Anyways, we also got a Pennsylvania. That one's going to be a good one to show off to the homies of PA. Got a Florida here. Very nice coin, very nice proof. The artwork is beautiful. We also got Minnesota. What is a midget's favorite thing to drink? You said it. I said it. Minnesota. Anyways, moving forward, we got another silver proof here, Utah now. So we already have the dollar face value. Moving on to the second, we got a California. Anyways, got another California. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the last time I got these silver proofs, the California has like gold toning on the middle. So I think that answers my question. That's not something they do. I think that's just how the proofs tone on their own. It gets like a gold toning to it. However, maybe there's like a special California that was made. Maybe I got it that has the gold toning. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. I'm not going to research this one. I'm not really, you know, it's not like having me scratch my head here or nothing like that. But there are the silver proofs. You can just see the beauty and design with the light hitting it versus like, yeah, I don't have to say anything else. But moving forward, we went ahead and got some AU Morgan dollars. Here's number one. We got an 1888. Nope, sorry, 1883 New Orleans Morgan dollar. Very nice coin. Probably going to be one of my pieces of pocket silver, if not the other one. If the other one's looking worse, I'm going to put the cleaner one or the nicer looking one in a holder. So here we go. 1890. I'm going to say the 1890 is better looking here. This one looks like it has more scuff marks on it. Like someone's like trying to clean it a little bit more. You guys let me know what you could get out of the camera here. Trying to get a bit of a close-up. We'll flip it around. Now, you guys probably aren't going to see this video till later tonight or tomorrow morning. But you guys let me know your opinions. I could hold off till then, but I'm probably going to end up putting, like in my opinion, this one will go in a holder. That one's okay to be pocket silver. So we're going to move these up here real quick. Moving forward. So I don't really have a choice when it comes to these. Well, I have a choice. You always have a choice. I don't have a choice in the coin I want. I kind of have to get them at random. I was hoping for one that I didn't have, but I went ahead and got myself another 3/4 ounce Canadian coin here. Now, I do like them for the coin. It is a coin. It's also silver. I know it's not a full ounce of silver, so let the haters hate. Whatever you're going to say, I already know. But it is a coin in itself, so that's another good thing about it. And hopefully one day I'll have a whole series that I can sell with a premium if that time comes. But I already have an owl, so this one could go in a holder. The other one's my pocket silver already, so we're just going to hold it like that. We got a couple more pieces to go through. We got here, don't worry, it's silver. It's off of APMEX, which I trust. I think I'm still going to pink test it, but I do trust APMEX. But we got a flow-in hair round here. Very nice piece. Moving forward, we got another flow-in hair round. Same design, nothing new. Just figured I'd get two. Very nice design. I love that proof finish. I'm going to sit it up here with the proofs. I should put this one on the reverse for you. Very nice designs there, though. And last but not least, since I'm a little bit late, but the holiday is past, happy 420 to all my 420 friendly followers. For those who don't know the story of me, I am dealing with a suspended license cause of a DUI. It is always the driver's fault if you're drinking. It was my fault. However, after I quit drinking, I continued smoking. It helped me with my withdrawals. Even my counselor suggested it. I do have my medical marijuana card. Look how nice that reflection is. You can see my camera and me holding it through the reflection. There are my fingers. There's my phone. There's my thumb. Can I get my face? No, I guess I won't go that far. That's kind of funny. But I'm definitely... I believe in weed over alcohol. I believe in weed over cigarettes. I believe in weed over anything else you could take. This is a friendly plant that comes from the ground. You don't have to smoke it. You could eat it if you have to. If you think smoking is a disgusting habit, that is up to you. You could take it in pill form. You could take it in gummy form. You could take it in, tinctures where you just put it under your tongue. There are many ways to take cannabis, and it is a truly helpful substance on this world. I believe it's one of the few substances that God has planted for us, saying, hey, take this and things will be all right. If you're having trouble sleeping, weed helps. If you're epileptic, weed really helps. I mean, back when Colorado legalized weed, I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with these stories, but there were families moving from Utah, from Michigan, from other states that had to move miles, hundreds and hundreds of miles away from their family just so they could get their kid the proper medicine for their epilepsy. And for other diseases too, I'm sure. Now, those are the most common stories that I know. I don't really suffer from anything severe. I have insomnia. I have a little bit of anxiety from time to time. And, I'm an ex-alcoholic. So weed definitely helped me with the withdrawals. It helps me when I sleep. It helps me when the anxiety is giving me trouble with my appetite. I am a big advocate for it. I know there's a lot of haters of it out there, but to those haters, just do the research and you will find out why it's better than a lot of the stuff the doctors would rather prescribe you. So, definitely nice piece here. I'm going to start trying to get some stencils of some weed leaves because I think that's what fit with my art. As I was saying earlier, I try to make sure my channel is mostly coins. However, I put a lot of my art on my Instagram, which I'll post down here on the screen here. If you guys want to go follow and take a look at my art, I'm getting back into it with the weather being nice. And because I did say I was going to get close-up shots of these, let's move in. Alright, there's your close-ups for today. One of these days I'm going to get one of those really good 4K cameras. Them close-ups are going to be cinematic as hell. But until then, let me know your favorite piece in the comments. This is today's video. This is today's haul. This is this week's haul pretty much. Silver has been coiling as we see. Let's hope silver does what we want it to do, guys. As I said, let me know your favorite piece. As I said, as I've been saying, at 1,000 subscribers, each week we're getting like 2 or 3 more closer. But, you know, as I say, slow and steady wins the race. So when we get there, we're going to be giving out a free ounce of silver. You could win this weed leaf piece if it is your favorite. If you comment and you become the winner, this will be yours. Otherwise, you will get a silver dollar if that's what you prefer. Second place will get half ounce of silver piece of bullion, or a $half or a Canadian $half at his or her choice. Then the third place winner will get 1 of 3 paintings. I'm posting pictures here on the screen. This is painting number 1. This is painting number 2. And this is painting number 3. So those are the 3 paintings that you could win. Again, each place has a choice of what they want to win. All you have to do is put your favorite piece in the comments. And yes, you could put both your favorite 1 ounce piece, your favorite half ounce or $half piece, or your favorite art piece all in one comment. That way, if you get any place, you could win one of those pieces. So, with all that said, this is Noli from the Noliverse. Stay stacking. Stay healthy. This is Noli from the Noliverse. Peace out, guys.